my computer's working shit. But we downloaded QuickTime and it was working fine, okay? And then a bitch like me got on here about 6 o'clock, right? A bitch like me got on here around 6 o'clock. I just said, fuck the music. Forget it. I know it sets the mood, but shit. I got on here about 6 o'clock and came in here and deleted every damn thing in my damn file folder. So I had to re-input everything. And now this shit is fucked up. But it's all good. It's all good, though. I don't give a damn. Y'all ready? We're going to go ahead and get started. Let me see who's all in the damn comments. Y'all are so sweet. I ain't got no damn, look, I really don't wear much makeup as it is. But I came on here barefaced today, okay? No lip, nothing. Whew. Trying to be all natural and shit. Where did I get this top, TJ Maxx? I was told to stop shouting out these damn stores and shit. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I ain't supposed to be shouting out no damn brands and stuff. They got to pay a bitch. You feel me? Sorry I couldn't get y'all hyped tonight with the damn music, but if it's skipping, fuck it. We'll just turn it off, okay? And then sometimes it happens on YouTube's end as well, okay? So thank you all so much for tuning in. I know y'all are getting ready for Thanksgiving and shit. I know y'all got cooking to do, especially if you're preparing the turkey and the greens and everything else that you cooking. I'm not eating Thanksgiving dinner this year. Nobody invited me over. You know, my mom back in Panama City, her house is damn condemned and shit. So I'm not cooking. I'm drinking smoothies and shit because I'm going on vacation on Friday. I'm drinking a green smoothie. It's got kale, spinach, flaxseed, mango, banana, and spring water. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me turn on my fan so we can go ahead and get happy hour started, okay? Bitch already getting hot. Whew. Bitch already getting hot. Don't be talking about my thickness now. I'm fat. I don't give a shit now. Bitch gained some weight. I don't care. My money gaining. That's all that damn matter. But my health is good. I'm just gaining weight from sitting on my ass all day. All right. Let's go ahead and get started for tonight. You guys know what happy hour is. If it's your first time, welcome. Okay? Shout out to everybody that's sitting around watching this shit tonight. Hit the goddamn wine glass. Okay? I'm not sipping wine tonight. I'm sipping a smoothie. But y'all, please sip a motherfucking glass for me. Okay? We'll talk about that later. What do vegans eat for Thanksgiving? Okay? We'll talk about that after the show. All right? Y'all come on over to my Instagram and I'll go live from my Instagram and tell y'all. All right, so for those of y'all tuning in, all right, happy hour is all about you all, the winos, us, even my shit, okay? I'm going to be discussing some of my own shit tonight. You guys send in a question via email, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com, or you can shoot me a text message to 404-382-8865. Got great questions on the tip line. And so I've included some of those into tonight's show as well, okay? So this is just I wouldn't even say it's an impromptu show. It's a show where we just relax. It ain't as hype as Fuckery Friday. Sometimes it can be. But you know, happy hour, we just, we learn about one another. And we learn how to be happy. Since a bitch like me done been through some shit, okay? Hit the goddamn wine glass. Let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, I know the mood has changed. That music ain't playing and shit. Damn. Anyway, it's all good. All right, so first question of the night is the longest question I'm going to read, okay? And so I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this one first. It's a lot of shit in here. Everything else is short. Thank you to the winos that sent short questions, but I get it. We got some winos on the channel that's got a little bit more shit going on, okay? But it's all good. We welcome everybody. All right, so let me start with tonight's question. It says, please, Tasha, help me, all right? She wants to remain anonymous. She actually sent this one in today at 5 o'clock, and I said, you know what? Let me make an exception. Shit, even though I got all these damn questions here, let me make an exception. It seems like she's going through some shit. All right, hit the wine glass. All right, she says, hi, Tasha. For starters, I just want to say that I absolutely enjoy watching your channel. Thank you so much. Let me see how are we gonna call you? Miss Linda. We're gonna call her Miss Linda tonight. Okay? She said, just to give you some backstory, I met this guy at my old job. We started off flirting. Then we went on a date, pretty much have been together ever since, on and off. It has now been almost 1 year and a half later. I have 2 daughters, aged 9 and 10. He has 1 daughter, aged 10, in which they get along great. Although she annoys the hell out of me, I can't stand being around her, just being honest, okay? We don't have any children together. Him and I enjoy a lot of the same things, and we have the same type of sense of humor, okay? I do believe he loves me. However, I don't trust him at all. I don't have confirmation that he has ever cheated on me. But let me write this. Hold on. Let me highlight this for a second. You know, a bitch getting old. Give me a second, because I got to come back to that part, okay? She says, I don't have confirmation that he has ever cheated on me. When we both aren't working, we are together. But the way he moves is very suspicious. He told me from the beginning that he has a lot of female friends only because I asked. I told him as long as there are no boundaries, then it is what it is. But if they were ever an ex or someone he has had any type of relations with, then it's a no-go, Tasha, okay? He has lied about a few of these women, finding out some were indeed exes, okay? He even had one of them on his phone plan, lying to me at first, saying it was a cousin. I asked about it about a week or so later to see if he'll give me the same answer, and he slipped up and told me it was a friend of his. Okay, let me underline that too, because a lot of people be, they be answering their own questions and shit, okay? And so I just want to make sure that she can see what it is that she told me, okay? Because I'm not putting no words in nobody's mouth tonight. All right. So she said she asked him about a week or so later to see if he'll give her the same answer, and he slipped up and told her that it was the friend, okay? Last week it was the cousin. Then he told me it was an ex, shaking my head. He since have taken her off the phone. Okay, he took her off the phone plan, so he says. But there is no way for me to be sure. One night he was ignoring all of my calls and texts. The next morning I confronted him about it because that has never happened before. And I accused him of either being with someone else that night or being on the phone with someone else. He made it seem like I was crazy and how I needed to start trusting him. Later on that day when I saw him, I went through his phone and found out he was on the phone with another woman. Okay. An ex, Tasha. Then this nigga, this is her words, not mine. This nigga had the nerve to tell me we weren't talking about much. I said, so you ignore my calls and texts for hours to talk to some ex about nothing. That made my already lack of trust for him much worse. For the first 8 months or so, he had the same code on his phone. But now I notice he changes it quite often. Just the other day, he was showing me a picture of something in the photo gallery on his phone, and when I asked him to see the other pics he had, he pretty much refused talking about it. You still don't trust me? I responded, absolutely not. I know he was hiding something because if there wasn't anything to hide, he wouldn't have had a problem with showing me. He claims that these female friends know about me, but I have yet to have a conversation with any of them, except for this particular one or two that is constantly contacting him. I got her number from his phone a while back and called her. I told her who I was, and she stated that he told her that he was speaking with someone else, but it wasn't serious. Meaning me, I wasn't serious. She didn't know my name, which he claimed they all did. He never to this day has answered the phone in front of me. When one of them calls, never. When they do call, he always has this shocked look on his face as if he doesn't know why they should be calling him. I know y'all going off in the goddamn comments. I can, even though I can't see it, I can hear it. I can feel y'all spiritually on this shit, okay? Let me keep reading. I told you it was the longest of all the questions, all right? Tasha, I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and I have a history of depression. One day I got so depressed, I was going back to college to get my bachelor's and I couldn't focus. The stress of him. And at the time, my financial situation was horrible because I was out on workers' compensation. I tried to talk to him about it and how I was feeling, and it just made me feel worse. I was crying, and he didn't even come over to comfort me. I took a bunch of pills, and he watched me take them. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to underline some shit, okay? Simultaneously, my mother called and he answered and he told her, okay, what was happening, and she called 911 and sent them to my house. When the paramedics and the police came, he made it seem like he walked in on me taking them. I had talked myself out of them. She talked everybody. She didn't want to go to the hospital, okay? She didn't word this right, but she didn't want to go to the hospital, okay? The next day, he didn't ask me if I was feeling okay or what made me want to go that far. Nothing. I am the one that sat him down to talk, and he said, how could he have gotten in trouble if I had died? Okay? I'm trying to understand this, but I get what she's saying. I hope you're following me, okay? All right, like out of everything that I said and what happened, this is what he came up with. All about him shaking my head. Yet this nigga didn't stop me from taking them, nor was he the one to call 911. His communication skills are non-existent. I would sit him down and talk about how I was feeling about the shit that he has done, and he would just look at me with this blank-ass stare with absolutely no response. I would ask him a question, and he would not respond whatsoever. I recently had a conversation with him, and he shared with me that he does that because of his ex. Anytime he responded, it would cause more issues. That's a smart motherfucker. He said, I ain't saying shit, okay? I told him that for the course of the relationship, I have shown him differently, and I've always had the same conversation I just had with him. So how can that still be an excuse? Okay? I'm still trying to figure out that sentence. Maybe y'all figured it out in the comments, okay? We're almost done here. Hit the wine glass. Financially, he helps in certain ways. If I was to say something about my rent or my light bill, he wouldn't respond. But if I say something about wanting my nails done or a wash and set for my hair, then he would pay for that, okay? Or my phone bill, because how else would he get in contact with me? Just the other day, he went half on a winter coat from Macy's. But I felt a way about that because he gets his coat's original price at $280. It was on sale, 50% off, making it $140. Being that he was going half with me, he was putting out $70. And I asked him if he could do the $70. His response was, I can sacrifice. I said, if you have to sacrifice something I don't want you to do it. He said, no, you need it, so I will sacrifice. Mind you, I knew he had the money because I guess I found an ATM receipt fell out of his sweater pocket earlier that day, and he had way more than enough to buy quite a few of those coats at the original price. Some people would have had an issue with that response, but he is the type of person that will buy things or pay for my nails and such. And y'all, I'm almost done. Whew, this is a lot, okay? And in the moment of a heated situation, he would use that to say he has done something for me. Okay, so he would pay for something and then turn around and put it in your face. Did I forget to mention that he is legally married? They haven't been together in 15 years, but he or she has yet to file for divorce. I've had several conversations with him about it, and to no availability. I don't know. I guess he's not listening, okay? The sex is good, Tasha, but I can make a few phone calls if I just wanted some dick. Besides, I'm not one of those females that gets stigmatized. Why I say, honestly, I don't know. Because I get lonely sometimes. I really don't know, Tasha. Tasha, help me. I don't have any friends, although I just started seeking a therapist. I truly believe that you will give me 1,000% the real deal. Sincerely, Miss Linda. Hit the wine glass. Girl. Let me see what y'all talking about over here in the comments. Thank y'all for bearing through that. I promise you the rest of the questions aren't that long. Okay, let me slow these comments down some more, okay, before I give my thorough answer on that, because I saw a couple of issues and that shit that Miss Linda may not be too happy with me about, okay? But in the end, she gonna love me, you know? She gonna love me. Let me go over here and slow these comments down real quick. Give me a second. Y'all having a good time so far? Listening to the bullshit? Because this is absolute bullshit, okay? At its finest, okay? I put it on 45 seconds. How's that, guys? 45 seconds, let me know how that is. Hope y'all having a good goddamn time tonight. Got my damn smoothie. My wine is here just in case I have to post some. Okay, I keep a bottle close by. Always. Okay. Let me see. Somebody said, well, she's dummatized. She needs therapy. Okay, continue to seek therapy, number one. Okay, let me start off with the good things real quick, Miss Linda. I like that you know who you are. Okay, I do. I like that you know that you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. You know that you are depressed. I'm 100% just elated that you have sought therapy. And I want you to keep the therapist on speed dial, okay? Because the man issue, least of my concerns. He's not your husband. He's somebody else's husband. You choosing to hold on because you just want a piece of man, and that's all you got. Anybody that go half on a coat, but is willing to pay other bitches' phone bills, okay? And he will pay your phone bill, give you some nails, you know, get your nails done and your hair done. That's a piece of goddamn man. That's a piece of man, okay? So he's just there, just, you know, taking up valuable time and space that you could be using to put back in yourself because, honestly, you need it. You need it. Now, I made some highlights in this long-ass email because I want you to understand. First, you know, we'll cover this. I don't have confirmation that he has ever cheated on me, okay? When we are both at work, we are together. But anybody that doesn't open his life up to you, anybody that you catch in multiple lies and tells you, this is my friend, you find out that's the cousin, that's the friend, and that's the ex-girlfriend, you are the type of person that honestly needs to see the physical thrusting between him and another bitch before you get it, okay? This is a sign. Some women don't need to see everything. This is a sign. He ain't answering the phone. He on a budget. Okay, looks like he just pay a little bills here and there just to keep y'all all together. My cousin used to do that shit till he got married. He's, you know, pay one bitch from Ben Hill here in Georgia. He paid her light bill. Had another hoe over here. He paid her phone bill. Had another one over here he spent the most time with. He paid her car insurance, but he would never pay any big bills. You understand what I'm saying? Just enough to keep him some vagina coming in whenever he called you and he needed it. Okay? And you claiming he always with you? No, he's not. He's not always with you. All right, so you don't need to physically see somebody cheat before they're actually cheating. The lying is the cheating. Okay, you don't have to see somebody fucking. The lying about being with other women and the relationships that he has with other women, that's already cheating. Okay, but he's married to somebody else, so really, he cheating on his goddamn wife. I don't care if they're together or not. So he signed that paper, he cheating on her ass, okay? And you the side bitch. Now listen. Miss Linda, please don't get mad at me. I'm just pouring some water. You asked me to keep it 1,000. I'm gonna tell you some shit that I wish your mama would have told you that night when you called when you took them pills on purpose. Now let me tell you something. That bothered me. When you decided to take pills on purpose in front of him. In front of him. You didn't do it because you didn't want to die. You didn't do it because you were that depressed. You did it because you were attention seeking. And there's nothing that this man can do or he didn't do or can do to help you with that codependency, with that loneliness, with that depression. You took them pills because you wanted him to love you and you would be willing to sacrifice yourself because what would have happened had you would have taken those pills and they couldn't get there in time, and you got, what, you said you got how many kids you got? You got two daughters. Two daughters that are 9 and 10, watching their mom attention seek, trying to beg a man to love her, and she would do this in order to get sympathy from him. He's not the one with the problem. You got the problem. And like I said, I'm glad that you have a therapist, and I hope that you told your therapist all this, because your therapist, if it's a therapist that is really for you and not about that money, that therapist is going to tell you what the fuck is up. He don't have a problem. You do. He is being exactly who he has always been for the last 15 years since he's been separated from his wife, doing what he wants to do, playing it comfortable, keeping you just that bay just so you won't leave. And your ass is going to stay. Why? Because you're vulnerable. You're depressed. Post-traumatic stress disorder. All these other things going on. Can't go to school because you stressed out over a man. And then you would take pills and risk your daughter's not having a mother just because you want some dick and you claim you ain't dickmatized. I'll be goddamn. I'll be damned. The dick got to be real good for you to take pills and act like in front of him, and you want him to stop you from taking the pills, but you know goddamn well you should be taking the pills. But this is your way to say, if he stops me from taking these pills, maybe he loves me. No, he doesn't love you because you don't love your damn self. You need to get it together. Get it together, girl. This ain't it. This ain't it. Look. Regardless of whether he come or go and another man's gonna be there, you still gonna have the same motherfucking problem. Doing all this shit, attention seeking, codependency. Want somebody to feel sorry for you because you don't love yourself, so you want them to pour everything of them into you because you don't even love yourself. You don't even know how to begin to love yourself. And you got two daughters that are watching you self-destruct. No, get the fuck out of here with that. No. You are gonna need to sit your ass in that therapist's office once a week. And if you're willing, now I normally don't do this. I normally do not believe in medication, but if you would go this far to take pills, to try to act like you're attempting suicide, I think there's something wrong with you mentally, and you need to get that looked at, checked before you go any further in life, because I don't want to see you out of depression, out of insecurity, because you're vulnerable, because you have all these issues going on, because you seem smart. You seem to know what the fuck is going on. That's why you knew what the fuck you was doing when you took them pills on purpose, trying to talk to him, trying to get him to open up to you, and this is as far as you would go. No, you know what in the hell you're doing, but since you know what in the hell you're doing, this is why I would say you need to speak to someone other than a therapist, okay? Like a psychiatrist, so they can evaluate you to see if you have any sort of mental imbalances or whatever that's going on. Because I don't see why, I don't understand why is it that you would risk your life for a piece of dick, say you ain't dickmatized, take pills out of attention seeking, and you have a 9 or 10-year-old daughter. No, you need more help. No. Okay, this is all I'm gonna say on this. Okay, sister, you better get you some help before your kids don't have a mama over some dick that's not gonna raise them, and they gonna have to go to your mama. Okay, get it together. I already done got my damn blood pressure up. This is the first damn question. Whew. Okay, first damn question. Got me stuttering and shit. My mama used to do that shit. Used to take, I remember one time, man, bless her heart. She clean, now she good, but she did some fuck shit when we was younger, would take a bunch of pills, break up with a dude, take a bunch of pills, drink vodka, and then just wait for him to come pick up, and his ass still laying in the bed naked. Don't even know she in the goddamn hospital over some dick. Nah, fuck that. No, ma'am. All right, next glass. Next, this is an easy one. Okay, this is an easy one. Let me get this easy one out of the way, okay? So it's very important. Happy hour question, please answer. Short and sweet, guys. Let me go ahead and get through this one. We got a lot of juicy happy hours here. But this one I think can benefit anybody that's struggling financially, because I'm speaking from experience, okay? All right. Got it. Whew, Jesus. Okay. She goes, hi, Tasha. I'm thinking about filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. My question is what is one major benefit of and one negative thing about filing bankruptcy? I'm 27. I made a lot of decisions and to please my boyfriend at the time. And now I just can't afford to pay all the debtors. I've been really suffering with anxiety and depression over this because so many things have happened during this time, including losing my job and being involved in a terrible accident. I'm currently working, but it's just not enough, Tasha. I'm currently in the process of becoming a flight attendant, but it will be a while before that starts. So I really want to put this behind me and start over before I get older. If you can provide any additional advice, I would really appreciate that. Thank you in advance, okay? We're going to call her Miss Beth, okay? Hit the wine glass for Miss Beth. Short and sweet. She ain't trying to get my blood pressure up. All right. She says her question is, what is one major benefit and one negative thing about filing bankruptcy? Now, I know a lot of people will tell you, oh, don't file bankruptcy, but you're talking to a woman who has filed bankruptcy. Okay, especially if you had a parent that used your credit before you turned 18. I had shit that I had to either pay or couldn't get other stuff or move on with my life because my credit was jacked up before I was 18. I'm not doing that with my child, okay? My child already has great credit because I added her to a credit card. Now, everyone says there's a negative to filing bankruptcy. No, it's not. Okay? And I know you may read, and there may be some financial counselors in the comments, but I'm speaking from experience. There has not been one negative thing from my bankruptcy, okay? I have had peace in this situation. I paid $600. My husband and I paid $600 back in 2011, I believe, 2011 or 2012. We went to speak to an attorney, okay? Oh, God. He said, this is going to be the best decision of your life. He charging $600. That's not a big come up for him, okay? And he got to file all that paperwork. He didn't even have no secretary. Shout out to Alan. That was his damn name, too. So we had over, I believe it was like $300,000 or $400,000 in debt because we had a transportation company. And, of course, look, 26, 27 years old. No, I'm not. If it was 2012, 2011, shit, 30? I don't know. Do the math. Somebody do the math for me. I'm 36 now, okay? All right, so $200,000-$300,000 in debt, okay? We didn't own a home at the time. We didn't own a car. Our car was already paid off. We paid off everything because the business that we had so much overhead. So when we closed the business down, well, we really didn't close it down. We had no choice because the Department of Transportation was really cracking down on companies like ours. And so they did anything that they can do in order to put us out of business, which was every time he got stopped, transporting cars here and there, other drivers are getting stopped transporting cars and stuff. They would just write these bogus ass tickets that would put you in the hole. And if you wasn't getting bogus tickets, the truck was breaking down, trailers was breaking down, fucking people filing insurance claims. It was just a mess, okay? It was the biggest headache of my life. And when we went back to the service industry, I went first. I told my husband, nah, fuck this, we gotta go. He was like, I'm holding on. Until the Department of Transportation took his damn truck in Pennsylvania, he had to catch the damn Greyhound bus home. We done got him a damn server job. So, after about a year of drowning in that debt, we trying to figure out, like, damn, we got like a 3-year-old daughter. We got shit we want to do. But if we sit on this debt and try to pay it off the way we calculated it and what we were making at the time, it would have took us like 5 or 6 years just to pay that off. So I started doing some research on bankruptcy. The only thing that I found that was negative is that banks didn't like it. Banks said, oh, they won't give you no credit. Oh, they won't do this. But then I'm reading testimonials from people who have said there's life after bankruptcy. I got my first car approval. I got credit card offers 3 months after it was discharged. I bought my first home within a year after filing bankruptcy. Now, mind you, there are many of them, okay? I filed Chapter 7, and it is no longer on my credit report at all. My husband doesn't even have the bankruptcy on his credit report. Now, when we filed, of course, we were like, damn, like, this is going to be hard. Our lawyer was very smooth, old white guy, you know, looked like he did this for a living, you know, all day, every day. We went into the court. The judge asked us, do we swear that this is our debt? We said yes, walked out. 3 months later, that bitch was discharged, okay? Because you can't get any credit unless the bankruptcy is discharged. And so the lawyer that I found acted promptly, and this was in the state of Maryland. And so after the bankruptcy was discharged, 3 months later that same year, now I'm driving at the time, it was like a 2007 Dodge Caravan. I bought that bitch cash, okay? Because, I mean, we didn't have no car payment. We weren't trying to accumulate any debt. And besides, we couldn't get shit in our name. So I ended up buying this goddamn broke down Dodge Grand Caravan with one child. Didn't even have no damn seats in the back. That shit was, it had one seat in the back. Everything else was torn out. We got our first offer from Capital One 3 months later. And they said, hey, you're pre-approved for a $20,000 loan on a car. So we went and got yes, the interest rate was high. It was like at 16%. But we were able to use that car to rebuild. Then shortly after that, we got credit cards. Okay? Of course, some of them, they wanted to offer us like secured cards. So we put like $200 down on the credit card. And then 6 months later, they turned it from a secure credit card to an unsecured credit card. And boom, you know, credit cards are the best. If you want to build credit, they are the fucking best. You just got to pay the entire balance off every night. I mean, I said every night, every month, okay? And so from there, we just rebuilt our credit. 2 years later, we started a business, got a home, about to buy another home. Life has been good after bankruptcy. Shit, we about to get a goddamn apartment complex. So, girl, look, if this is causing you anxiety and depression, do it. Okay, read the reviews. People will tell you, don't listen to the banks, don't listen to the creditors, because that's a loss to them. You got to understand, they're in business. Half the time, they write that shit off. So if they end up collecting it, okay, and I remember we had paid some bills because we were trying to, you know, tackle these debts. So we had paid some creditors, and in the bankruptcy, we ended up getting that back. Because they was like, no, they couldn't afford to pay this. And so they backdated our bankruptcy. So no, if your anxiety and depression is coming from you losing a job, you having bad credit, do what you got to do, okay? White people do this shit every day. Some of the biggest companies do this shit every day, okay? They get money to start over. The government understands people hit hard times all the time. So do what you got to do, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Speaking from somebody, I have personal experience, and shit, if I had to do it again, I would. But I pay my bills on time, and I do not live above my means like I did last time. Okay? Yes, Sanique, just one major credit card is all you need. I remember when I got my Discover card, I still have this card. I paid $200 as the deposit. Like, because, you know, they want to trust you. Like, if you can pay your own money back, then we'll give you our money. And so they went from $200 and me paying the whole balance off, because you only want to use 30% of any credit card balance or 30% of your whole debt to income ratio or whatever. And so 6 months later, they increased it to $500. And then a year later, they increased it to $2,000. And now it's, you know, I have about $15,000 on there. So just on that card alone. So I have no issues with it, okay? So file your bankruptcy. Do what you got to do. All right. Okay, so next question is, okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, dear Tasha, okay, she says, baby daddy, this is from Miss Williams, okay? Shout out to Miss Williams. Thank you for trusting me. I'm going to try my best to answer this question. It's short and sweet, all right? She says, dear Tasha, I have been involved with this guy for about 7 years, okay? All right. We used to work together, and at one point I thought we were in a relationship, but I found out he was living a double life. He was dating and living with another female, and she was pregnant. I didn't find out she was pregnant until she was about 8 months. I decided that I wasn't going to deal with him anymore, but once the harassment from the girl he was dating started, I continued to be involved with him. We were still sleeping together and all. Now, 6 years later, he and I and the other female are no longer together because he and I have a 3-month-old child together. Did I read that right? I hope I did, okay? I have asked him on numerous occasions, what am I to him, other than his child's mother? He tells me he doesn't do labels. So my question is, how do I get a truthful answer out of him and where I stand in his life, other than his child's mother, or do I just need to move on? Signed, Anonymous. Shit. We're going to do some teaching tonight, okay? We're going to do some damn therapy. I don't know if you young. I don't know what this is here. But if you meet a guy and you find out, and you've been with this man 7 years, 7 years, he's been the same type of motherfucker. Sorry, y'all. Had to get it off. You work with him. You live with him. You slept with him. You find out he's living a double life, doing the same shit with another woman. You decide, after you find out this woman's pregnant, instead of feeling sorry for her, like, damn, we both got played, she irritated. Of course she's going to harass you. She fucking pregnant. All right? You weren't pregnant at the time. She was pregnant. And it's sad that you didn't put yourself in her shoes. Now, let me tell you how karma works. Hit the wine glass. So you decided because she harassed you about him because she was pregnant with this child and you didn't have a child, you were going to continue to fuck him. So that means you was going to fuck with her. Now look, karma done came and struck your motherfucking ass back. You got a child and you don't know what type of relationship you got with this man. Well, I don't understand why are you asking me how to get a truthful answer and he done been true the entire motherfucking relationship. It's like you want to see something different. You want to envision that something else could possibly be it. But no, it is what it is. Okay? The same way you did her, you kept slapping with her instead of you just saying, you know what, let me cut my ties. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. I see the type of man he is. This woman's pregnant. And what makes you think he wouldn't do you the same way? What makes you think he ain't doing you the same way now? Because any motherfucker that would tell his child's mother that he doesn't do labels, he's telling you the truth. He doesn't do labels because he has so many that he can't do labels. All you got to do is go through his phone. I don't care how women like date men. I'll be damned if my husband had a goddamn code on his phone that I didn't know. And vice versa. Because think about it. A man would want you to have a code on your phone and he couldn't get to it. But you gonna let him, oh, I'm open, so you gotta be open. No. If the nigga closed, you be closed. If he open, you be open. Because trust me, a man can't take being done, the shit done to him that he does to other people. Those are facts, okay? Those are motherfucking facts. I done been around enough to know, bitch. I know. Trust me. You don't call, bitch, I don't call either. Why you ain't calling me? What other nigga you fucking with? Right. But you done decided to coat, shack, do whatever you got to do with this motherfucker, spite the pregnant woman, and now you're getting done the same way she was getting done. Bitch, congratulations. Welcome to karma. Now, if you continue to stay in this relationship because he's been all he's been for the last 7 years, has not changed, ain't gonna tell you nothing different, okay? He don't give a fuck if you got kids or not, just like he didn't give a damn if the other woman had kids, okay? He was still fucking you and fucking you despite her. Oh, that's some karmic shit right there. Girl, you got what you got. No label. You have had no label this entire relationship, okay? Which means you haven't had a relationship. This is a situationship. You just happen to get pregnant. So you got what you got. I ain't got nothing to do with this because I ain't got nothing to tell you because you ain't gonna leave him. You gonna continue with this situationship. You ain't gonna get no ring. The other bitch didn't get no ring, and guess what? He gonna tell the next woman and probably telling her the same damn thing because he can have it like that because y'all accept it. So I ain't got no advice on this, okay? You know your damn answer. That's it. Next glass. Whew. Let me see what the hell y'all talking about over here. I've had a long damn day, guys. Ruby Ty said, congrats. You played yourself. Juicy Love, save that shit. Okay? Nah. do the one for the title because this one is simple. It's the same shit, but different, okay? Short and sweet. She goes, hey, Tasha, straight bullshit. All right, we're going to call her Mrs. Kim. Shout out to Miss Kim, okay? This is the title question. Short and sweet. Well, situation, not question. Situation. All right. So, hi, Tasha. Hi, Tasha. I've been dealing with this man for 11 years now. I have 4 beautiful kids with him. He's still married after he lied to me about being divorced. Now, since I'm no longer in a funk about everything, he's trying to make my life a living hell. Told y'all. I just told y'all that. Okay? When the woman don't give a fuck no more, the man all of a sudden gives a fuck. Okay? He gives a huge fuck. They can't take that shit. Okay? Now that she don't give a shit no more, he's trying to make her life a living hell. He's trying to use my kids as an excuse because I blocked him from calling or texting my phone. And all he can do is leave a voicemail. All the promises of what he's going to do aren't accepted anymore. Hit the wine glass. Yes, bitch, yes. My focus is on our kids, doing right by them, and that's all I want. Am I wrong for blocking him and not allowing him to call them? Setting up a designated pickup point for him to spend time with them. I'm sorry, y'all, it's like I'm drinking that water. You know how acid is, okay? I set up a designated pickup time or pickup point for him to spend time with them. When on the regular, he never really comes to see them, only when he's pissed at me and want to use them as a scapegoat. What should I do? Okay. I made her the title because she knew exactly what she had to do, okay? This motherfucker been married the whole damn time. She got 4 kids. It's been 11 years. The girl question I just answered, bitch, you better take notes. This is the hoe you need to listen to. She ain't even no hoe. This is the woman you need to listen to. So you asking me if you're wrong for blocking him and not allowing him to call them. No, you're not. You're not wrong, okay? Because you have to create some boundaries until y'all can come and be civilized. But right now he's pissed because he thought you were still going to be with him after the lie came out. And so you were doing what you got to do, being an example for your kids. You don't owe him shit, okay? So if he want to see the children, yeah, he can meet you here, take the kids, bring them back. But as far as any relationship with you, no. He only has to deal with you during birthday parties and shit. Birthday parties, graduations, all that. But I am so glad. And I rarely, and that's the reason I made this title. I rarely get women that put their foot down when they find out the truth. Just like the girl before. She knows the truth. You've been with this motherfucker 7 years. You start fucking him when he had somebody else pregnant. Now you don't have a baby 3 months in. He don't want to commit to you just like he didn't want to commit to the other bitch. You stood your ground, okay? You didn't let 4 kids keep you in a relationship and in bondage. And so no, you ain't doing wrong, okay? If he want to see the children, get a private phone. They can answer it. And whenever their schedule permits, meaning they ain't in school, they ain't got no extracurricular activity, then he can see them. He needs to go home to his motherfucking wife. Okay? Tell him to let the wife deal with you. Shit. And I don't understand, too. And I just said this during my last question. I don't understand how women be with men this long and don't see the signs. Like, what the fuck? Like, don't y'all get Social Security? How you gonna be with a motherfucker and don't know his Social Security number by heart? I know my husband's Social Security number by heart. I know his goddamn ID, his driver's license, goddamn code. I'm telling you, if that motherfucker get pulled over, don't come home, say he got pulled over, I can call, give them the damn driver's license number, and shit, I'll find out if they pulled his ass over. I know. This is how much I know. You ain't finna bring me no shit. Nah, fuck that. No, fuck that. I don't get that shit. Check the phone. But motherfucker don't want to be open with you, then there's no relationship. Because a relationship is about being open, transparent, loving one another for who they are. But if you don't know who they are, you can't love them. You can't love them. Who are you in love with? Because they ain't being themselves around you. Come on, y'all. Think. Think. Okay, next question. up. Shit. Time goes by fast. Y'all having a good time? Let me see what the hell y'all talking about in the comments. Let me see. Yes, drama free. To the lady question I just answered, and she's talking about should she keep the time that she has in place? Who just said that? Drama free. Simply put his ass on child support and keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Whew. Anyway, if you want to be a part of Happy Hour, please send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com, or you can send me a text message to 404-382-8865. Moderators, put that info in the comment section. Whew. Okay, Micaiah, she said 11 years. I know all his shit in 11 days. I'm telling you, the first motherfucking day. True story, y'all, before I read this next question, okay? So I have a friend. You know I tell all my friends business. I don't tell their name, though. They be motherfucking mad. Bitch, I watched your show. You didn't stop telling my business. Don't nobody even know it's you, ho. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, so I have this friend. She just went to New York City. Now, she don't travel much. Country girl, okay? She the one to go to New York, posing up everywhere she go, because she ain't never been nowhere before, okay? So she gets down there, meets a guy, and, they kicking it. She falling for him or whatever. So she gets back, calls me after she done, pretty much had relations with the dude, everything. Like, they close. They been kicking it hard for, 2 weeks now. She in her 30s. I'm like, damn, you giving up ass that fast? Shit. Okay, girl. All right, get it how you live. Now, so she calls me after, I guess it's starting, the tingling is starting to die down, but she still got some tingling there. So, she know me. She know I'm a motherfucker tell her what's going on. So she was just like, hey, girl. And this is how much I knew about him from their conversation that she could have found out on the first motherfucking date. She says, hey, girl, I met this guy. Oh, my God, I'm going back to New York to see him. I said, when are you going to New York to see him? She said, in 2 weeks. I said, who paying for it? Well, he's paying for where I'm staying, but I'm paying for my flight. I said, hold up. She said, Tasha, let me finish. I said, nah, hold on. So I said, you paying for a flight for a motherfucker that you just met, and all he paying for is a house, and he probably gonna put you in his apartment or some rundown ass hotel. If a motherfucker wants some ass and it's that far away from Atlanta to New York, he need to pay for everything. Fuck that. Or he don't get no ass. Period. Now, I let her keep going. I let her, continue the story. Don't I have good stories? I got some juicy ass motherfucking stories, y'all. So, we're talking on the phone, and she was like, well, he's a chef. I said, he's a chef? She says, yeah. I said, well, what restaurant he works in? I don't know. And I'm like, a chef? I said, does he manage the restaurant? She says, no. I was like, girl, he ain't no damn chef. He's a cook. Shit. He's a cook. Okay, there's a difference. I'm tired of these. I worked in the restaurant industry on and off 20 years. I know a motherfucking cook. I know a chef when I see one. Then she says, oh, he's Jamaican. I said, so he's Jamaican. Where he from? Jamaica, Queens. But he's American Jamaican. I said, do you know Jamaican men don't eat no pussy? She got so quiet on the phone. I said, why are you quiet? She said, because I'm used to that, and I was trying to figure out what was going on between us. And then after we were done, he was telling me that, but I didn't believe him. I said, what the fuck you mean you ain't believe him? All you gotta do is look that shit up. They don't eat no pussy. It's sacred to them. They ain't touching that shit. And she was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I said, so you done book the ticket. He's not a chef. He's a cook. You don't know where you're staying when you get there because he ain't sent you no hotel reservations. And then you find out he ain't got the money that you thought he had. So what you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna go see him and see if this works out. And then, if it doesn't, I'm gonna come back. Bitch, you gonna come back. You gonna come back. Shit, I'm talking about, I'm gonna see if it works out. Bitch, it ain't gonna work out because I done told you in all of 30 minutes what this motherfucker's about. Then says he wanna put 7 or 8 babies in her. I said, how much weed he smoke? He smokes all day. I said, he got dreads that smell like weed. Yeah, that motherfucker ain't making no kids. If he 31 and ain't got no kids yet, he ain't making none. Sperm don't work, bitch. Sperm don't work. Whew. Call me if y'all got a goddamn problem. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Yeah, he probably do got a little money working 3 jobs and shit, talking about he a chef knowing he a goddamn cook. Shit. Okay, Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie. She said that's a lie. True Jamaican ate mine. I could not understand his ass, but he eats the cookie now. Okay. Okay. Teddy, hi. Look at Teddy. He's alert and shit. Look at Teddy. Man, Teddy know what the hell going on. Teddy like, this shit is just too much. Look at him. Too much. Okay, let me read this last question. Then I'm gonna tell you what the hell I'm talking about. Let me see which one I should read. The juiciest of the ones. Whatever don't make the channel, trust me, they'll be here for the next happy hour. Let me see. Oh, this one's good. This one's good. Okay, I'm gonna put this one for next week. Okay. Okay, she says, this is rebuilding. She goes, hi, Tasha K. No, that's not the one that I wanted to read. No, that's the wrong one. They're the same amount of words, guys. And these damn glasses, I'm getting old. Sorry, y'all. Hit the wine glass. Okay, and this detox got me a little lightheaded, too. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? But I'm alert, bitch. I'm alert. Okay, so this one says, pedo stepfather. All right. This is from Mrs. Sade. Okay? She goes, hi, Tasha. My name is Sade. I'm 33 years young. It all started at age 6. I remember on more than one occasion being in my mom's bed with his hands in my pants. Okay? She's talking about her stepfather. I didn't know what he was doing. It was only when my sister came out about her situation involving him is when my mom called the police after hitting him over the head with a frying pan. Shout out to mama. Shit. Okay, mama said, you don't touch my baby, bitch. Bam! Teddy, she hit that bitch. She knocked him the fuck out. Hope it was a cast iron pot, too. Shit. All right. He was then arrested but let out on bail that same night. We was asleep when my siblings and I woke up to my mother and had to climb over a patio and escape to our neighbor's house because he set our house on fire. And so he was on the run. I remember we were out one day food shopping and my siblings and I were in the car as my mother came back to the car. There he was by the window trying to take the car keys and my mom called the police again, but he got away again. Till this day, this man is still out there somewhere, Tasha. Having 2 girls of my own now has made me extra protective over my children. Another situation involving my stepmother's brother, who used to come home from work, and not to mention it to my stepfather. Hold on. I done missed the whole damn sentence. Hold on. Okay. Another situation involving my stepmother's brother who used to come home from work. And as I sat watching TV, he would come and start stroking my legs and thighs. I was 7 or 8 at the time. So I told my father, who told me not to mention it to my stepmother as she would be upset. As an adult now and looking back, why my father would say such a thing, I hate feeling hatred towards my father because he gave me some fun childhood memories. Saying that if he died today, I would be sad, but I wouldn't shed a tear. I brought the situation back up 8 years ago, and his response was he doesn't remember me saying anything to him. This is just a short version of my life. I know you give the best advice, and I love you for that, Tasha. I want to rehash the stepdad situation with my mother, but I don't want to make her feel even more bad. But I need my closure. It's making my relationship with my children's father difficult as I don't trust men. Okay? All right, so that was a pretty deep question. And, you know, somebody who has suffered from molestation and, you know, being blamed by the family, still told at like 18 years old when he was asking me to lick my, you know, just all kind of stuff, making me play with him. You know, my grandmother took it to her grave that I was lying. Okay? If I even brought it up, oh, you lying. And so after so many years of just them telling me, oh, I was lying, nothing never happened, even though my granddad was a sheriff, they knew. And he went to trial. They made a deal, said that they would make him leave and not be around me. So she knew some shit went down. And I commend your mother. I don't see what the situation is with your mother, because your mother did what she was supposed to do. It's not like she let that motherfucker stay in the house. And so you have a lot of pain from the situation and hurt that you haven't gotten over, and now it's crossed over into your relationship. I told my husband something the other night, and I thought he was going to be shocked, but he wasn't. He was just like, because if he knows that he's not doing anything or he's not that type of person, it doesn't bother him. And so I said, I have something to tell you. And it was early on in our relationship when we had our daughter. I did not want a girl. I was like, I don't want a girl. I do not, want her to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? But, God made me the mother of a girl. And I've raised her, and I'm still raising her to be the best, most conscious little girl into a young woman that she can be, okay? My daughter know about everything, okay? Every damn thing. She knows. Not gonna happen. Okay. So, I want to tell you this, and I hope you really understand what I'm trying to say here. Your mother did everything that she was supposed to do. Your father want to play stupid. There's nothing you're going to do to change his mind, because obviously he doesn't want to deal with that guilt. He doesn't want to deal with the fact that he did not protect you, okay? He's not going to let you put that in his face, especially if he's old school. They're set in their ways. There's no dealing with that. And I remember, like I said, I had this conversation with my husband because I got off track there. I told you I'm a little lightheaded from, fasting all day. All I've had was 3 of these. And, I don't have any protein in my body, even though, spinach has and kale has protein in it. But anyway, I remember telling my husband just the other night, so this is what kind of gravitated me towards this question. I said, do you know I didn't trust you around our daughter when we first had her for like the first couple of years? He was like, what you mean you didn't trust me? I said, well, when you laid in a bed with her and y'all cuddled, it was always in the back of my mind that you were going to possibly touch her, even though you were her dad, because I came from a family and every single man did that. Not every single man in my family, but like my cousins, friends, even my cousin ended up touching my sister. And, I was molested by my stepdad, and then my mom's boyfriends came in. That's all they did. So that's all I knew. And no matter how great of a father he was, it was still in the back of my mind because I hadn't dealt with that shit. And this was before I had got into therapy and really started dealing with my depression and all the anger and the shit that I had inside of me. And it was carrying over into my relationship. And I knew exactly what that was. That's why I said I would never, ever mention that to him until I knew that I could have that conversation with him in a manner where I didn't come off as like maybe I still kind of felt that way. And so, our daughter's 11 now, and her daddy is the best thing ever, okay? And so if anybody even thought of something like that, both of us would be happy behind bars after we premeditate and murder the motherfucker that puts his hands on her. I'm saying that shit on camera. Let it happen. There ain't gonna be no trial. Judge, I fucking did it. Now run tell that. Now I gotta go to jail. Period, okay? So, your mother did what she was supposed to do. You're not going to be able to change your dad's mind. The only person that you can change is yourself in this. And so, being that you dealt with that coming up, you do need therapy in order to be the best mother that you can be, because it's not fair to your husband if he hasn't done anything. And I'm sure God sent you the best type of man because you know what to look out for. You know that you're not going to be that type of person to allow your husband or your boyfriend to touch on your kids. And I'm sure you selected the right type of man. But you got to let him be a man. You got to let him be a father. And it's not fair to him if you're even saying that or thinking that. And that's what makes me think to tell you that you have to go to therapy. You have to sift through that shit so you'll know that it has nothing to do with him when you see his mannerisms towards his daughter. It has everything to do with you and the trauma that you experienced. And so until you go to therapy, it doesn't matter if your dad dies. My grandmother is dead. Do I give a shit? No. It's not gonna fucking change. But I understand why, and I'm okay with that. But do I blame the people that are in my life now who have never hurt me? No, I don't, because I know how to select people. And trust me, when you've been through that type of trauma, your senses is on. You know a motherfucking pedophile when you see one. I can feel that shit. Let me tell you something. My daughter don't spend the night at nobody's house. She don't, no friends can't really spend the night over here unless I really know who their parents are. Because ain't nobody saying, no. That, and even though shit happened to me when I was coming up, we still weren't allowed to spend the night outside of the house because shit happens. But if you do not get any therapy, you're probably going to end up ruining your marriage, ruining your family dynamic, all because you haven't dealt with the shit that you needed to deal with. And no matter how much you blame your mom, you blame your dad, that's some shit that you have to find a way to get over and cope with, okay? So please, find a therapist, all right? Woo! Oh, gosh. Oh, man. I know it happens to boys, too. I know. But being that I was a girl and I went through so much shit, it was just like, I didn't want a girl. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want a girl. And so I can admit that. Like, I knew my reasons for not wanting a girl. I wanted a boy. I wasn't familiar with what little boys went through at the time, but I'm glad God gave me what I had. A healthy little girl, a healthy baby. Okay? Oh. Somebody said, gun. Oh, man. Okay? So I'm not saying it doesn't happen to boys. I know that. I'm just saying for me, when I found out I was having a girl and I saw that ultrasound, I said, fuck. But my daughter, I mean, I've overeducated her ass to the point where she has common sense and book sense. So it ain't nothing you could tell her and think you just gonna get away with that shit. Okay? She don't work like that. Okay? I'm gonna put some protein in the smoothie, okay? I have another smoothie upstairs, but I'm gonna drink before I go to bed. Now, what am I dealing with? Am I going to therapy tomorrow? My damn therapist ain't fucking called me. I think he in Texas. He was like, I'm gonna call you and let you know if we got a session. What are we dealing with? Let me see. What am I dealing with? What am I focused? What am I focusing on? I mean, it's pretty much the same shit. It's the same shit. Being focused, staying disciplined, weeding out distractions. And I do this and trying to get back on a, how can I put this? I mean, I pretty much already talked about this, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm doing over the next, how many days I got left? I got 33 days left in my fast. Yep, 33 days left. I'm trying to think. I know my husband and I were in the car last night. We took my daughter somewhere last night, and on our way back, we were just listening to all these. We were just having a really, really deep conversation about, you know, distractions and just staying focused and making sure I understand where I come from. Because where I come from, let me tell you, y'all, people that come from where I come from, this is not something that they think about doing. Like, I go home and the girls that are staying humble, okay? The girls that I grew up with, I love them. I do. They are my heart, because, I mean, I spent my entire childhood all the way up to, you know, high school, and even when I got kicked out of high school with these people. But it's like when I go home, I connect with other friends. I can't have the same conversations. I can't enjoy the same things that I used to enjoy with them, because they are still the same people doing the same things that they were doing when we were kids. Whew. So it's like, you know, just kind of reminding me of, you know, why I can't afford for distractions to come in and throw me off, because there's several businesses that I have and that we have, and we're trying to create a different world for our children, because we're going to have more children, whether I adopt, whether I have them physically or whatever. Somebody said leave the gossip genre and move to self-help therapy, Dr. Tasha. I'm doing both. Y'all see, it's both. It's balanced. Y'all are getting equal self-help and equal gossip. It's the same. Okay? It's the same. Let me see. And so, yeah, like we were talking last night, it was just, just Tasha, remember, like, why you decided to do this. This was something that I put on a vision board 7 years ago. I think it was 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago, I put this on a vision board. What I wanted to do, and everything that I put on a vision board that I prayed about every day, because I love writing on cue cards, y'all. I keep me some goddamn cue cards, some flashcards, and they're, with me in my purse, in my Bible, and I kind of write down the goals that I want to accomplish. And just out of nowhere, even though it doesn't happen overnight, I can see it happening in the years to come, because I put the thought, I basically, thought about it and brought life to it. And then voila, here it is. So it's like I can't even be surprised anymore at the things that I get, because I've prayed for every single thing, okay? Whether it's good or bad, you pray for that shit. You attract that shit. It's the law of attraction. And so it's just, we were talking last night, and he was just like, you got to remember, we were listening to this T.D. Jakes sermon, and he was basically talking about distraction. We love T.D. Jakes, y'all. The message, fuck the messenger. Did you get the message? Okay? Did you get the message? And he was, T.D. Jakes was basically talking about being focused and distractions and the kind of things that come into play when you are trying to accomplish something. And this has a lot to do with goals, with finances, guys, with growth as far as like my business and everything. This is something that I pray for every day, and I pray that I grow spiritually with it too. And I may make mistakes along the path, but it's a part of the process, and it's about respecting the process, okay? And so when you see me drinking smoothies, going on fast and stuff like this, because I know that I'm getting older. I know coming from where I come from, the background that I come from, at 35, 40, motherfuckers is coming up with diabetes, cancer, all kind of shit, okay? And so, it's just being mindful of like, okay, listen, in order to continue down this path, these are some of the things you got to sacrifice, and these are some of the things that you have to do. And so, yeah, that's what I'm focusing on right now. That's my question to myself, is how do I stay humble? How do I stay focused? How do I keep the distractions out and still remain Tasha through every single process? And that's the challenge. So, yeah. Let me answer a few questions from let me see. Thank you so much, NKG. Let me answer some of the questions from the comments, okay? And after I'm done with that, we'll end this live, all right? Real quick, while you guys are writing the questions, I'm not going to be available on Fuckery Friday, but I will be here on Thanksgiving Eve, okay? So it depends. I'll put the live up, and if y'all want me to go live Thanksgiving Eve for another happy hour, I'll do it. I am recording smaller videos to drop tomorrow and throughout the days that I'm taking off. So even though I'm taking off and I'm not going live, you guys are still going to get content, okay? Relevant content. Also, Fuckery Friday, I'm not going to be here Fuckery Friday. I have a flight to catch, and so I'm going on vacation for a couple of days. And so I have a surprise that I'm going to drop at 7 p.m. on Friday, okay? So you guys need to be here on the channel. We're going to premiere the conversation. We're not calling these interviews no more. Conversations. And I call these conversations because I have conversations with people, and people open up to me, okay? They tell me shit that they won't tell just anybody. And frankly, they've never told, pretty much anybody what they've told me. So we're going to be changing this from the idea of an interview to conversations with Tasha. Okay? So yes, be here at 7 o'clock Friday for Fuckery Friday for that interview. Okay? This girl who's 20 has a baby by a well-known celebrity, and she is alleging that he made her a prostitute, do cocaine, and all kind of shit, y'all. All kind of shit. So just be prepared for that interview to drop Friday at 7 p.m., okay? I'm not going to tell you who is involved or what it is. I'm just going to, surprise you, okay? Tasha, did you ever talk to the woman who is in the chat whose husband called her the N-word? I did not. She's never even contacted me. I did not. Oh, thank you, Sheena. Let me see. I'm reading your questions now. Tasha, I should have a hustle segment. Soulful Shay. How do you start your own biz or how to manage several businesses? That's good. I could do that. I could do that for y'all. I could. Some people just don't want to know, though. Like, you'll be surprised how many people I've just sat down and mentored and counseled, and they take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? They find a way to either create a problem, start a problem, not serious about it, blaming somebody else. And so it does kind of make you, and now I understand why, my people, when I wanted to pursue radio and TV, they didn't want to help me. And I take it now is because they were burnt out. You'll be surprised how burnt out I am just dealing with people and just either watching, The Crossing where they backstab you, or, they just take your time for granted and just don't do any of the things or even pursue what you're telling them. So, yeah. Let me see. I'm reading your questions in the comments, guys. Let me see. To Rhonda Coleman, but Tasha, do you know fasting includes reading the Bible, praying, getting closer to God, right? Of course, I'm doing that, okay? Of course. I was just praying before I got up here. I prayed twice before I started this live. I said twice and put 3 times. Twice before I started this live. Let me see. Put your questions in the chat. How do you know when it's time to move on from a relationship? When you just don't feel it no more. When you don't feel it no more, it's draining. There's a cloud over the head. There's nothing you can say that's going to change. It's repetitive. It's time to go. That season is over. Done. Okay? Let me see. I see you, LPS Monster. Tasha, can you host a health challenge and give us some tips along the way? Yes, I will. You know what's funny is when I had my radio show here in Atlanta for a year and it got canceled because it was boring. That's all I did was health and wellness and challenges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I did was teach people how to become vegans, how to eat right, and still get the same nutrients that your body would get if you were eating like meat and stuff that you think that you may need from meat, but you really don't need meat, and you'll figure that out if you were to just give it up for 2 weeks. So yeah. Let me see what your questions are. How do you cope with bad dreams that linger into wake life? Jacob. Hey, Jacob. That's a deep ass question. Could you elaborate some more? How do I cope with bad dreams that linger into wake life? Shout out to Jacob, y'all. Jacob's one of the content producers here on this channel too. So he's new to the family. So y'all show Jacob some love in the comments. Matter of fact, let me make you a moderator, Jacob. What the hell? Okay, gotcha. All right, so how do I cope with bad dreams that linger on into wake life? I don't believe in dreams. I don't. Every single dream I've had has been nothing. And dreams usually stem from something that, now don't get me wrong, I do believe there are people who are connected and get answers and stuff through dreams. I'm just not one of them. And so, and I kind of put 2 and 2 together. If I'm not getting answers or clarity and shit through dreams, then obviously it's not for me. I can remember watching, let me tell you how dreams work for me. if I watch a movie that involves somebody dying before I go to bed. I'll end up dreaming about that, thinking that I'm about to die or somebody chasing me, and then I wake up the next day and I'm like, oh my God. But then I realized that it had something to do with the movie that I watched or something that I did that previous night. So that's pretty much how I think about dreams. Now, if you're having some dreams that's got to do with you getting answers on humanity and shit like that, then you're going to need to seek out somebody that can help you to deal with that and answer questions. So I would find an oracle or somebody, okay? Because I do believe in that. I just don't believe in, some parts of it, okay? So, yeah, that's what I would do. Let me see. Do I believe in ghosts? No, I do not believe in ghosts, guys. No. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Shirley. You guys are so sweet. Bad dreams are very influenced by witchcraft. Tasha, ask your African husband. Now, I know my husband believes in all that shit because he was around it. He was raised by it. So, they would pray, Islam, and then some shit went wrong. They went to go get some work done. And I'm like, So I don't get involved in that. He doesn't either. You know what I'm saying? He's over here, and he just knows not to fuck with it, okay? Am I cooking for Thanksgiving? Hell no. I'm drinking smoothies. Shit, I'm going on vacation. I got to be fine. I got to get this pouch down. Feel that? See that pouch? That pouch? Got to get that bitch down. Tasha, am I an empath? No, I'm not. I'm not. That I can tell you. I believe in everything that we do is because we cause it. And so whatever you cause, I don't feel sorry for you. Just wait for my Tekashi 6ix9ine video. Y'all probably gonna be like, Tasha, what the fuck? It is what it is. So, let me see. How do you know if you're in love or in lust? Don't have sex. Don't have sex. And think about it. If could you really see yourself with this person long term? If people want to see if it's sex or love, just don't have sex. You'll get your answer. Let me see. What part of Africa is my husband from? Mali. He's from Bamako, Mali. You're welcome, Jacob. Oh, you're so sweet, and you're very refreshing to have as a part of the team. I asked Jacob for a story. Boom, he got that shit right over. Right over. I'm like, damn, that was fast. Okay, let me go ahead and start putting my commentary together. Let me see. Tasha, I got a pouch and no kids. Where's that damn question? Okay, so Whitney Sade, Tasha, I got a pouch and no kids. What do you think? What should I do to shrink this mess? No rice, no bread, no potatoes, nothing fried, okay? And no beef. Did you get that? No rice, no bread, no sugar, no potatoes, no beef. Your pouch will be gone in 1 week. I kid you not. When I put up a picture this weekend, if I'm allowed to, I got to ask my husband to put up pictures because he be getting jealous and shit. If you don't take that shit down, you are a host, a personality. They don't need to see your goddamn body. I'm like, you right. Let me see. Oh, you guys, somebody said loving my new vibe. What's new about my vibe? What's new, guys? Yep, no carbs. You're going to go into what you call ketosis, but you're going to replace those carbs with real carbs, like living carbs, like, fruit, vegetables, things like that. But do not eat any starches whatsoever. That is where you get the pouch from. Okay? Let me see. How did I know about Jamaican men? Well, I did my research, and I got a lot of Jamaican men who are my friends. My best friend is Jamaican. He takes straight up, I'm not touching that shit. Let me see. Tasha, I had a relationship. This is from Flora. We got 10 more minutes. Y'all put y'all questions in the comments, okay? I'm enjoying this. I love this, okay? Tasha, I had a relationship with my best friend, but when I was broken up with, he told me dating me was a mistake. How should I respond to that? You shouldn't respond. Motherfucker tell you a mistake, which you're not a mistake, because every single thing in life is a part of the process, okay? So obviously there was some type of lesson learned there that he's not accepting. And so, no, you weren't a mistake. It was something that clearly had to happen. And so he's just being a little honest with you, but you shouldn't respond at all. Shit, he ain't your husband. Keep it moving, girl. Get your money. Okay, I'm getting depressed. This is from Miss Shawnee Pooh, I think. Let me see. I'm trying to find the question. I think I just lost it. Miss Shawnee Pooh, I'm getting depressed. Never realized how insecure and stupid women could be. Girl, I'm thinking you getting depressed. Let me see. I'm fasting until Monday of next week. Let me see. And let me tell you, Miss Hot Girl 58, no carbs is hard. You're going to start to feel that shit. You're going to start to feel lightheaded. You're going to be like, oh my God, something wrong with me. But if you give it 3 days, you're going to feel like a whole new person. Whole new person. And you're just going to drop weight without even, I can't even snap, y'all. Most people can snap. I can't snap. You're going to drop weight without even breathing. Okay? Let me see. I love you too, Miss Blue. Let me see. Tasha, do I have any tips for someone who wants to become a vegan? Learn how to cook. If you want to become a vegan in this society, you have to learn how to cook, okay? You got to get a food processor. You got to go shopping. Because otherwise you're going to wind up eating meat again because you're not preparing your food. And when you get hungry, especially starting the vegan diet, your ass going to be hungry for about 2 weeks. You're going to be like, God damn, it don't matter what I eat. I'm still hungry. Yeah, you got to learn how to cook. Let me see. You're fasting well. Don't even look like you're fasting, not complaining or nothing. Thank you, Vatai. Oh, trust me, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. But I have something I'm focused on. Let me see. Somebody said I seem so calm tonight because I'm fasting. I'm fasting like hell. Let me see. Do you think rebound relationships can work? No. Been there, done that. Didn't work the first time? Fuck it. 7 billion people in the world. Okay, so Fine Wine 4. I like your name, Fine Wine. Shit, maybe I should name my channel that Fine Wine Tasha K. No, I'm playing. I'm Wine with Tasha K. School. Shout out to Fine Wine. How do I deal with my resentment towards a coworker I considered a work friend? Told my business to my supervisor. I know her senior and she doesn't know that I know she told. I don't want to be petty. It's your work friend. Cut her the fuck off. And don't tell people your business no more at work. Period. Done. Let me see. Are there any meat substitutes that don't contain soy? Guys, listen. If you guys want to be vegan, meat is not an option. I don't even like suggesting substitutes of meat because it's nothing but soy, nothing but beans. That shit is going to put weight right back on you. That's why you see a lot of fat vegetarians and you can see fat vegans if they're eating pasta and all these beans and shit. No, guys, no. If you're going to become vegan and you still got a love for meat, you might as well just wait until you're ready, okay? Sorry, Jacob. Do I watch Nollywood movies? Hell yeah. Every night before I go to bed. Let me tell y'all a secret. Well, of course I pray, okay? But every night before I go to bed, I put on a Nollywood movie. I love them long-ass, bad sound, bad quality, drama-ass movies. Oh, my God. I be all into it. Like, so you sleeping with her husband, and the husband is sleeping with the sister, with the girl's sister, and they got to act. Man, Nollywood is the shit. Yes, I love Nollywood movies. Shout out to Cheyenne Williams. I love them. Let me see. Okay, Sun Kissed Brown Sugar. My best friend was in an abusive relationship. The guy she decided to date 2 years later. We, all her friends and family, got a message from a mystery person that shows HIV plus meds. Can we help her? Whoa! You gotta send me an email on that one, okay? Miss Sunkissed Brown Sugar, I need a little bit more specifics. You gotta send me an email on that because if that's your friend, and send me an email. That's kind of deep there. Let me see. Okay, so JJ, I like the answer. Jackfruit, seitan, tofu, bean burgers. Okay, but tofu is soy. So, in regards to the last question. Okay, so Cassie Olsen found Facebook messages in my husband's phone from a girl, all sexual and pics. He said they did nothing physical. I believe him, but at the same time, I never thought he would do this. How do I move forward? Girl, you know how you supposed to move forward? Don't get my blood pressure up again. I was doing good. I was doing good. Girl, you found naked pics and him talking to other girls and shit. So you just found that one. This ain't including the shit you didn't find or what you don't know. Be smart now. Be smart. If he gonna fuck a bitch over Facebook, he'll fuck anybody. Tasha, how can I be more physically emotional with my partner? I don't know what that means. How can I be more physically emotional with my partner? Explain. Tasha, what is the difference between being nice and a doormat? Because many times women make excuses for why their significant other is acting a certain way. Because most women are just insecure. They want somebody there. And so they allow people to get away with certain things because they think that's what life is, that's what life is and that's what people do. But no, they don't. They don't. Okay? I've had several great men in my life, none that are better than my husband, but yeah. You just gotta know that, a situation that you're in is not permanent unless you choose it to be permanent. Meaning, like, if you like the way that this is, like that girl being with that man for 7 years and she don't have a title, that's something she accepted. There's plenty of men out here, 7 billion people in the world, y'all. It's gotta be one that's for you. Okay? Let me see. Okay, last question. It's 8:27. All right, let me answer like 2 more questions. Let me see. Let me see. I'm looking for the last couple questions. I done answered like most of them. I see y'all want a vegan special here. I see that. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Is 18, okay, poetically affectionate, is 18 too early to date towards a settled relationship? I guess you're asking me, is 18 too young to settle down? Fuck yeah, it is. Y'all little girls need to be getting y'all goddamn money. Dick will always be there. Trust me, dick find you when you don't want it. God damn. Let me see. Tasha, have you ever did a water-only fast? No, and I won't never do it. Y'all won't get a video if I do a water fast. Not going to happen. Okay. You know what? I'll create in the coming months, like around January, I'll create a vegan portion on my website. And you guys can go to my website and get actual recipes that I make. And they be good. I'm telling you, anybody that comes to my house to eat, they be like, how you make these collard greens taste like this with no meat? I'm like, and no sugar. Who said it's 7:28? It's not 7:28. It's 8:28. Okay, so Shay B, I'm 21 years old and dating an African man. I'm confused if he likes me or just likes my body. Should I just rest on sex and see where it goes? Yes, okay? Unless you just like fucking too, okay? 21, get your money. All young men like fucking. Let me see. Somebody said, Loda said the questions they asking you. Woo, child. Yes. Woo. I'm telling you. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. Is fasting expensive? No, vegetables are cheap, y'all. Meat is expensive. Sugar, processed food, vegetables. I spend all of for a vegan diet, for me, I spend like $100 a week on food. That's it. That's all I spend. Did I miss the info on Rashida Frost? No, because this is happy hour. Let me see. Ask Teddy. He ain't called me back. Latindisha Jr. want him. Okay, Teddy. They trying to give you some pussy over here in the comments and shit. Teddy said he'll beat that shit down. Let me see. Do I believe in more than one soulmate? Yes, guys, we're energy beings. We connect with people. Yes. Yes, I do. Do I have a garden? No. I do not have a garden. I ain't got time for that. I'm making videos all day. Let me see. Oh, it's time for me to end. Okay, I can't drag this on 2 hours. I can't have y'all, especially the people coming on. They're like, oh my God, this goddamn live 2 hours. I got to respect y'all time, okay? Now I gotta go. Now before I go, real quick, for those of y'all that have questions about expanding your wine tasting palette, you guys know that I am personally partnered with a tasting room, okay? And once you visit the website using a link that is below in the description box, guys, in the description box below the video, they're going to ask you 3 simple questions about what you like, and from that, they're going to curate 6 different bottles of wine catered specifically to your tasting profile, all for $9.95. Now, this tasting profile will play a huge part in the selection of wines that you're going to get once you become a member, because it's $9.95 to start. But if you don't like it, they give you a little time to cancel within 30 days. But if you don't cancel within 30 days, you're just going to receive bottles of wine to your motherfucking door. You ain't got to go shopping, and you ain't got to go to Italy to get the shit, okay? $9.95. I highly recommend it. And like I said, if you don't like it, cancel it. But I'm not showing you no shit that I don't personally have, okay? $9.95. Thank you all so much for watching, okay? If you like this video, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at UNWINEWITHTASHAK. If you want to be a part of Happy Hour, please send me an email to unwinewithtashak@gmail.com or send me a text message to 404-382-8865, okay? And someone from my team will get right back to you. And there's no wine I was sipping tonight, all right? I was sipping my green smoothie, which consisted of kale, spinach, flaxseed, mango, banana, and spring water. And it was good. About to go have me another one, all right? And hell, if you didn't like this video, you can still subscribe anyway, just so you can cuss my ass out. Not that I'm gonna really give a damn anyway. Now I gotta go. Say